Today we're going to mount an inside mount Roman shade with an
easy rig headrail
on a window with a transom light. Inside mount means we're going to put angle brackets on the inside of the window jamb. We use 1 3/4 inch angle brackets. The brackets will come with all the screws you need from your local Lowe's or hardware store. First step is to determine what height you want to mount your Roman shade at. We're going to make our shade line up with the center of the mullion so that we're not covering up the top mullion. We're just going to have it the center mullion. So we are going to measure down to the top of our mullion, which in this case we're at 11 inches, and we're going to transfer that mark to the front of the window jamb and mark it with a pencil. That's going to be the top of our bracket. Take your bracket, slide a screw and line the bracket up with the mark on the wall. Using a drill with a screw tip or a drill and a hand screwdriver, you're going to mount your bracket to the inside of the window jamb. The bracket will take 2 screws into the window jamb. We have already marked the other window jamb, the same as the first. So we are going to mount our bracket on this side. In the exact same manner. Keep the bracket even with the line you drew. And put your screw in. Now we are going to hang our blind. This particular blind isn't made for this window, but you're going to follow a similar step with your blind.
The back of the blind has the easy rig headrail on it. So the first step is to loosen the headrail.
You do that by flipping over the 2 levers on the front of the headrail, and it will slip off. You'll see the brackets that the headrail is going to connect back into when you're done. Carefully and gently just let the blind hang and hold the headrail. You're going to hold your window treatment like this with your headboard like that. You set the window treatment on the bracket.
Back it up a little bit so we can see how the wood sits on the top of the L bracket.
And you're going to line the face of the
shade up
with your window jamb. What you're going to do that's a little hard to film here is you're going to screw the bracket. You're going to screw through the bracket into the shade.
without dropping the screw.
It helps if you have a second set of hands when you're doing this. So hold the shade even with the front of the window jamb and screw your screw in. Like I said, this shade isn't wide enough for this window, but you're basically going to do the exact same thing on the other side. You're going to take your headrail, snap it back up onto the brackets that come with the shade, and just lock your lock shut, and your shade is hung on the window.
And that's how you hang a Roman shade with easy rig headrail with a valance board underneath the transom.